How's it going, everybody? Nerds Rising here, and welcome back to the Nerd Cave. In today's video, we're going to be doing another very spicy Taste the Rainbow challenge, where Citizen Nate has sent us in a battle with a specific color team for every single color of the Skittles rainbow. As you see over there on the left, I was way too lazy to put in all the team graphics, so I just put colored Skittles on there basically. But basically, what we're going to see here is a very unique team of one color for each color that you see there on the left. And the last time Citizen Nate sent me in these battles, there were some really fun, very high level wins. So I'm looking forward to it here. And by the way, if you're just now noticing, I do have a brand new camera as well. And I really didn't put that much time into messing with the settings, to be honest. I just plugged it in and basically made the screen the size I wanted it in the upper right corner there. But we're going to be messing around with it here the next couple days and see if I can get the video quality even higher. But for now, hopefully it's satisfactory to meet all your Pokemon going needs. So let's get right into the content here. I have slowed these battles down as well, by the way, just because there's only 6 battles here. Obviously only 6 colors in the Skittles rainbow. And the first battle is going to be with the red team as we lead Ariados into Greninja. Now, by the way, I believe these are actually, I want to say these are actually Halloween Cup battles as well. Maybe my graphic is wrong. I think these are Halloween Cup battles because he did send me in these a few weeks ago. I think we were still in the Halloween Cup, but he picks up Ariados here into Greninja, and it appears he has a Crawdon in the back and maybe a Galarian Moltres in the back. So Greninja is just a very strong Pokemon, as you guys know, especially in the Halloween Cup. So I really like the overfarm here. Ariados is very spammy as well. Actually, just about as spammy as Greninja, and he does get the Cross Poison bait there, and he's actually running Mega Horn there. So I understand why he's baiting the Cross Poison there, because Mega Horn would be massive overkill. And honestly, these Poison Stings are adding up. He might just be able to get 2 more off before the Greninja makes another move. It's going to be very close. They may just be one Water Shuriken away here, and no, they actually just let it go, and Cross Poison does KO, and the opponent brings in a Golbat, and then he pivots into the Crawdon, and then the opponent is going to meet his Crawdon here with a Charjabug. And this is really rough. This X-Scissor will definitely be KOing here. And fortunately, he did save a ton of energy on the Ariados. But do you come in with a Moltres now? Or I feel like you kind of have to come in with the Ariados and maybe have the opponent call a Cross Poison bait or shield a Cross Poison bait and then land the Mega Horn. We're going to have to see. It's going to be a close end game here. And they do shield it up. And now, on very minimal HP, he's going to make the Mega Horn. And Mega Horn should definitely be KOing here. Mega Horn is a very powerful move. It does KO. And now the question is going to be here, can Moltres make a move before Golbat makes back-to-back Poison Fangs? I'm not actually sure if back-to-back Poison Fangs would actually KO. Yeah, oh my gosh. That first one did absolutely nothing. I forgot, Moltres is actually one of the more bulky of the Galarian birds. And maybe you just full send a Brave Bird here, or is he running Payback? I actually didn't even catch what he was running here, and he is running the Brave Bird. I was going to say, that definitely would do more than an Ancient Power. And this should be a GG here in Game 1 with the red team. And the Golbat is going to go down to the Moltres. Very nicely done. As I'm looking at myself in the corner there, I'm noticing that like my dimensions are just way off. Like the right side of the screen is like way bigger than the left, but we're gonna troubleshoot it a little bit, guys. I literally just got the camera out of the box, plugged it in, and pretty much just went from there. I did not feel like messing around with it too much. It's already late at night. And in the next team here, it looks like maybe, did I put these out of order? This is definitely not the green team. Yeah, this is the orange team. I think it's going down. Yeah, it's going left to right, and we start from the top and we go down. So this is the orange team here, Scrafty into Toxapex, which is a pretty rough lead, to be honest. What did he have in the back? I believe he had a Parasect in the back. Is that a Parasect? Yeah, Parasect. And it looks like Gourgeist in the back. So makes sense why he stayed in there. Actually banks the foul play after getting this thing very low, and now he's actually going to bring in the Parasect. But it appears he's running Cross Poison and X-Scissor, so unfortunately, his moves are going to be fully walled here. He gets baited with a Brine, and the opponent brings in a Frostlass, so maybe he will get a shield here by baiting a potential Solar Beam. That'd be very nice to get a shield here, and the Frostlass does respect a potential Solar Beam. And now maybe this actually was a CMP tie as well to potential Avalanche. And will they shield again here is the question, and no, they knew it was just an X-Scissor, but the fact that that was a CMP tie means the opponent cannot overfarm, and they don't undercharge it either, so that does KO. Now, do you bring in the Gourgeist here, or do you come in with the Scrafty and get the last shield with the foul play that you have banked? That's going to be the question. Citizen Nate does come in. He's going straight for the foul play. It'd actually be really nice if the opponent just lets this go, maybe calling a power-up punch bait, and they do actually let it go, and there's a Cofagrigus in the back. And this is, to be honest, looking a little bit rough here. The only win con I'm seeing here is going to be either to bait the Seed Bomb and then make the Shadow Ball, or to potentially just land the Shadow Ball here and have the opponent call a bait. What is he going to do here? And they actually tried to make a catch, and this actually might allow Citizen Nate to overfarm here and get enough energy needed to get the Shadow Ball off onto this Coffer Grease, and they actually let that go, and he gets the perfect farm down. And now maybe you just go straight Shadow Ball here. And yeah, I think he's just going straight Shadow Ball here. The opponent is not running Dark Pulse, it doesn't look like, so they're going to be a little bit slower. And the opponent does shield that up. Can he make it? It's going to be very close, and he just barely makes it before getting farmed down. And it looks like the orange team is going to take another win. Very nicely done by Citizen Nate. Very cool team so far. I did not see a single Parasect in the entirety of the Halloween Cup. And now I believe we are getting into, as long as I got these in the correct order here, we should be going into the yellow battles here. And yes, we are into the yellow battles. And by the way, actually, this is one that I showed on my top wins of the month a while back. This is actually a triple B theme team as well, with Vespa Queen and I believe Shadow Beedrill, and I want to say Ribombi as well. So he picks up a Zweilous lead here, and as you guys can see, Vespa Queen is actually extremely bulky, takes these moves very comfortably, and he is now at the back-to-back X-Scissors here, and X-Scissor probably would just barely not one-shot, but it would do massive damage, so the opponent is going to respect it, and the question is going to be, are they going to be willing to give up their second shield already? And they are actually willing to go down both shields, so now he's going to pivot into the Ribombi, and the opponent is staying in, and they're going to go for a Body Slam here. And Ribombi is definitely not that bulky, but it can take a non-stat Body Slam here. Does about half of its health here. And then they actually bring in a Nidoqueen. So if you're the opponent there, it's probably better to just save the energy on the Zweilous and then bring in the Nidoqueen, because Nidoqueen basically hard walls all the energy here from the Ribombi, although that Bug Buzz still did a lot of damage. And now this Nidoqueen does have some energy. You can't really bring back in the Vespa Queen, so he's going to have to bring in the 2-shield Shadow Beedrill here, and actually gets denied as well, which is really unfortunate. The Poison Jab doesn't go through, and is going to call a Poison Fang bait, and does correctly call it. Very risky call there with 2 shields still in play, and the Beedrill actually is running the Drill Run and Sludge Bomb as well. And this looked like a CMP tie. I believe the opponent just just went straight for a Poison Fang here. He takes out the Nidoqueen, and what do they have in the back? They bring back in the Zweilous, and the Zweilous is going for the farm down, but they switch into an Azu at the last second, and he is going to get this Power Gem chip damage off. And honestly, this could be huge, because with this chip damage, if the Beedrill can fully farm down this Azu, he might just be able to probably make a move and win CMP against the Zweilous, and I believe he should just about be able to do it. Although these bubbles are going to start adding up over time. Is he going to go for the farm down here, or do you just wait till the back-to-back? I'm not quite sure. Is he going to get it? He just barely doesn't get it. And now I believe one more Poison Jab should KO. And even if the Zweilous has a move, the Beedrill should be winning CMP. And this should be game over. And they did have a move. This is a CMP tie. And that Beedrill will be winning. And it looks like he is going to take the game here. So very well played. A very, very cool triple B theme team. Triple yellow theme team. And we are halfway through the video, guys. Now we have, as long as Nerds Rising has put these in the correct order, we should now be moving into the green battles. By the way, I haven't watched these battles at all, other than that last one, which I had seen. I have not watched these at all, and it looks like in this battle, we have Shadow Tyranitar, Roserade, and Charjabug. And the opponent brings in a Sneasler here to the Tyranitar, and he definitely does not have a clear answer to this thing whatsoever. And I have no idea what this could be. Probably maybe an X-Scissor or an Aerial Ace. He's not going to shield it up here, and that Aerial Ace almost one-shots. Oh my gosh, but it looks like he is going to get the new mechanic here and make the Weather Ball, and at the very least he's going to force his shield, but honestly his backline doesn't really want to see this Sneasler either, especially with a lot of energy, because Charjabug isn't the bulkiest thing around, and Sneasler hits very, very hard. He's actually going to bring back in the Tyranitar, oh my gosh, and maybe commit to a very, very aggressive smackdown farm down, and oh my gosh, they full send a close combat there, and now this farm down is going to be very easy. If I was the opponent there, I definitely would have baited that, because they might have made 2 moves if they would have baited there. And they bring in a Toxicroak, and his switch clock isn't up. Oh no, he gets fully farmed down there. And this is just looking really, really rough, guys. I'm not sure. He's going to have to call a Mud Bomb bait there. And yeah, he recognizes he's in a rough spot. He's going to have to call a bait to have a chance. Or he does call a Mud Bomb bait. Very nice call there. And now, maybe if you can commit to a farm down, no. Not going to get the farm down, he thinks. So he's going to go for the X-Scissor. Is he going to get a potential shield here? And he does know the opponent catches onto Greninja, and that actually might have just lost the opponent the game there. That catch onto the Greninja allows him to get the perfect farm down, and now he's at the back-to-back X-Scissors. And yeah, I think the opponent just threw that game. If they just would have stayed in with the Toxicroak there, I think they would have won that battle, but no, they try to catch. They recognize they had to call the X's or bait, and they get farmed down. And Citizen Nate takes the green team win in style there. But honestly, when you're running a spicy team like that, sometimes you'll take the mistakes by the opponent to win you the game. And I've got to try to fix this camera, guys. This is really bothering me. Is this actually going to help things at all, or is this going to make it worse? No, I think that did. I think that made it a little bit better, because I was just like on the side of my screen there, and yeah, that was just really annoying me. But anyway, we are now into the blue team battles, and we have a Malamar into a Shadow Mawile, and this is not that ideal, to be honest. Maybe do you just bank the energy? Yeah, he's going to bank the energy and bring in a shiny Shadow Nidoking. That is an absolutely insanely cool shiny Shadow there. Probably one of my favorites in the game, actually. That blue color is just so cool. And the opponent brings in a Trash Wormadam, unfortunately, to meet his Nidoking, but it looks like this is an ABB-style team here with a Nidoqueen in the back, so it makes quite a bit of sense there to use that as a safe switch there. He's lured out the Bug Steal, and hopefully that means this Nidoqueen is going to be able to sweep the back line here. He does have nearly 100 energy here on the Malamar, and the opponent actually commits a shield as well, and if this Foul Play KOs, this is a massive, massive shield by, or a move by Citizen Nate here to get the opponent's shield, and yeah, they basically just end up wasting a shield there completely. And now what is the opponent going to bring back in here? Are they going to bring back in the Mawile? And they have a Charge-a-Bug in the back. And Shadow Nidoqueen here is looking to be in an absolute prime position to sweep. You do not have to shield a thing here. Even if they're on Crunch, it's really not going to do that much damage. They are on Crunch, but he's still above half. And these double resisted Volt Switches are going to do absolutely nothing. And he's full sending the Earth Power here. Do they respect it? And no, they do not. They try to call the bait. And it looks like the opponent here is going to lose this battle with 2 shields. You definitely have to start shielding power-up punches, unfortunately, but honestly, you just go straight Poison Fang here and just get as much jab damage off as you can. And then I believe the opponent... Do they have 2 shields still? No, I think they just have 1 shield here. Do they still have 1 shield? Yeah, they still had 1 shield. They use the shield, and now Foul Play should just about KO. This is actually going to be super close, but he just barely makes the move on very minimal HP. And Malamar is going to get the job done, taking out the Steel and Fairy type. And I believe, folks, we're into the last battle here. Thank you for bearing with me as I screw around with my camera and butcher the commentary, as I always do. But we're getting into the purple battle here. And Citizen Nate is running Galarian Rapidash into a shiny Zweilous, and it appears he has a Golbat in the back and a Venomoth in the back. And this is a pretty nice matchup, to be honest. The opponent is staying in as well, and this tells us they may be very weak to this Rapidash in the back. So yeah, I like the shield here. Keep this Rapidash nice and healthy. The opponent is clearly core broken by, and at this point, honestly, these Fairy Winds are adding up so much. You could probably just go straight for Body Slams here, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He is nearly at 3 already. They let it go. He gets the farm down. What's going to be in the back? And it's actually a Nidoqueen. I think he safe switch here. Perfectly done by Citizen Nate, recognizing they're probably very weak in the back. And they actually were in a pretty good matchup. They didn't know I guess they didn't realize he wasn't on Confusion there, but he forces the switch out, and they bring in their final Pokemon, which is a Charge-a-Bug. And oh my gosh, that Bug Buzz from the Shadow Venomoth nearly one-shots. And at this point, you can just no-shield this easily and then get the farm down with either of your back Pokemon. And actually, they don't even KO there, and now they're going to get debuffed with a Poison Fang. And this poor Nidoqueen is going to have to face Golbat in the back. And this is just game over. And yeah, they shield the Poison Fang as well. And at this point, yeah, Shadow Golbat can probably just come in and fully wing attack all the way down. The safer play is probably just to go straight Poison Fang, honestly, and actually hope that they're not on Stone Edge. And yeah, not a Stone Edge, just a Poison Fang. And I think you can probably just go straight Fang and then just wing attack all the way down. And I believe Rapidash already has at least 1 Body Slam loaded, maybe even 2 Body Slams loaded. And yeah, he actually is going to probably correctly bait the Shadow Ball, which you should always try to build up to it if you can. But I was just thinking wing attacks are going to be so oppressive there. And yeah, the opponent no-shielded anyway, and he's at the back-to-back Body Slams now. And this should be all she wrote, folks. So very, very, very cool battles by Citizen Nate here. I really like these type of challenges, guys. Make sure you smash the like button if you enjoy this kind of thing. The last time I put out this video, it honestly did very poorly, which surprised me because I thought it was a really cool idea. But make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you leave a comment letting me know, and Citizen Nate know, if you enjoy this type of content. And I promise I will do better at trying to fix my camera bullshit before the video next time. But either way, folks, that's going to be all she wrote for today. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. The subscribers really do help me out. As you all know who are regular followers of the channel, the more subscribers we can get, the more Pokemon my wife will let me play.